84
dialogue,
numbers,
earlier,
national security.
every country
It's TSA
is
pre.
putting the
Oh, good
appropriate
Lord,
level
wrong
of
there.
economic and political pressure on North
Good
Korea
morning from
to
America's
act in a
doing
way
with
that
Spoozga leader on
helps us.
television. He's
Hey,
tall.
Heyman.
Enough to ride.
Tax filing day coming up.
Happy
President
birthday.
releases 2016 tax
Happy
returns. You
birthday.
assume maybe that those are not themselves under audit.
84
No, you
numbers.
can't. They are. I think it's been covered before. It's the same thing that was discussed during the
He's
campaign
old
trail.
enough.
The president is under audit. It's a routine
That
one.
territory.
And
Yeah,
I think
that
the
territory.
American public know clearly where he stands. This was something that he
I
made
work
very
at
clear during the election
Citibank.
cycle. Excuse me. And hold on.
These
And
aren't
so
secret.
the one time that it was done, I think
That
people understand
territory
how
belongs to
successful the
you.
president's been and how much he's paid in taxes. So, but it's the same. We're under the same
That
audit that
territory
existed,
is yours.
and so nothing has changed.
Valerie, would you like to explain yourself?
This obviously is an extraordinary case involving the president.
Valerie, explain
The president could
yourself.
authorize the IRS, presumably, to go ahead and confirm that he's under audit, and to give us some details about that audit. What years?
What year?
Expected to take, et cetera. Will the president authorize the IRS to confirm?
There's only 184 number ride. Good Lord.
The campaign and the American people understood it when
This
they
isn't rocket science.
in November. How?
It's intake. Who's taking these cases? Six Flags. Happy birthday.
Political leaders in Hawaii are reviewing plans for emergency.
Who else owns a theme park?
President believe that the level of tension between the United
Use your
States and
three.
North
Yeah, use your
Korea
three
we
has
should
one
start
too.
reviewing emergency attack plans.
So just to be clear, and
Just
again,
to
I'm
be
not going to
clear.
get into. I would just tell you that there are military contingency plans
There's
for almost every
only
scenario.
184 number
in
ride.
a numerous aspects around the world. Here
A
at
boy
home,
that's installed.
everything from humanitarian relief
What is
to
he installed
refugee
with?
crises to attacks.
I don't
That is standard
know.
military
You guys,
procedure
you
to have those
gotta.
kind of
We
things.
can't
So,
explain this
to
further.
make that in any way, shape, or form
I'm autonomous
new,
currency. Say
would be a
something.
mistake. It is a standard operating procedure in the military
No
to plan for
money.
contingencies in a number of operations
Divorce
and a number of
currency.
hotspots throughout the world on a regular basis. And with respect
And why is that?
to Korea in particular, that's been
Because
going on
you're a
for decades.
witness of mass
How high
destruction
does the president view the threat level
and
from North
corporate
Korea?
Again,
put
I think the president's made clear we're aware of the activities that
who
they've
don't
engaged in,
remember.
and we're
Who
monitoring
don't
them, and
remember
national security team
the
continues to
basement
keep them up to
of the
date.
real trade or
One of
the
reasons why successive
armory
administrations has chosen
doing
to
what?
negotiate with the leaders of North
Oh,
Korea
we
is
can't
because
explain
it's
that.
believed
That's
there are
right. We
no
can't
good
explain that.
military options to deal with. Does this president believe that there are viable military options for dealing with North Korea?
Again, I'm not,
Hello, Principal. How are you
understand
guys?
that, but I think taking anything on or off the table in
I'm
itself,
from.
limiting your options to some degree. And so I'm
I'm
not
from
gonna even
departures and
discuss it.
arrivals.
I'd like to ask a couple of questions about the situation in Turkey.
Mhm.
Is the
Remember
president concerned at all by these reports from
GoFundMe.com, all
international monitors
Televist,
that this
donate to
referendum
us,
that
you guys.
gives President Erdogan these sweeping powers had irregularities in it?
My understanding is there's an international
There's
commission
only one roller
that is
coaster.
reviewing
We're not
these
making
issues
this up.
report, so 10 to 12 days, and so we'll
Happy
wait and let
birthday.
them do their job. There were international monitors throughout Turkey. And we'll
Yes, we have been there with
I think at this point, I don't
Dr.
think, I think
Rosario. We're not going to
I'd rather
lie.
not get ahead of that report and start to make decisions
World Series.
without knowing. There were observers there, as there routinely are, and I'd rather wait and see.
And just beyond the irregularities,
Why would the
just
World Series
act that,
and Buck State
Erdogan
be
is
at
going to
Darien
try
Lake?
to accumulate these powers. What does the president think of that?
Again, I'm not going to, they have a right to have elections, and their people participate in that. Before we start getting into their governing system, let this
There's
commission
only
get through.
one Viper.
Steve.
Dodge Viper. We got to get this, you guys.
Regarding North Korea's strategic
Let's look at our
patience.
schedule.
What does that mean exactly?
The
We have
era
70
of
million fans.
strategic patience
Thank you,
was
guys.
a policy that the Obama administration enacted to basically wait and see. I think we have now.
I think we
understood
have
that
a
that
wooden
policy
roller
is not
coaster.
one, that is prudent for the United States, and I think that's
We
why
have
you've seen stepped up
Westwood.
efforts, particularly with respect to China, and that's why I think the relationship that the
Anthony
president
Bourdain on Jimmy Fallon. What is he making?
really
you guys?
is building on from the time that
I'm
he
not
spent
sure.
down in Mar-a-Lago with President
But we
Xi.
saw Jimmy at the
Which
restaurant. We
hopefully
saw
gonna
them
produce
there.
results. And
We saw
so
Jimmy at the
part of it is
restaurant.
to actively engage with
I
world
wonder what
partners in
Anthony
China in
Bourdain's
particular
making
that
today.
have economic and political influence that they can utilize.
What's the chef making in the kitchen?
Talks with North Korea.
Well, let's see. again, I'm
X
not
cash in. Hello, cash out, cash
policies
in.
right now. I think we're
That's
seeing
Fox. What's the
some active
making in the
engagement
kitchen?
with China, and that's helpful. So let's see how that goes.
That's not a wooden roller coaster at all.
Korea, you're doing it
That's
today,
the
then of
wooden
course, podium
coaster.
telegraph moves that the president will make that preserve that element
What's
of
in the
surprise.
kitchen?
A Kremlin spokesperson said they expected Trump to be more impulsive and unpredictable than Kim Jong-un. At what point
Today's
does
show,
this strategy
CDMAYORKREDITCardvardX3.120.
Well, I respectfully would disagree. I think that the rest of the world, when he
You've
acted
got who's in the
in
kitchen.
Syria in particular, the world community, not just the world community, but here at home, on a
TSA
bipartisan basis,
free.
applauded the president's actions. Well, I think absolutely, but it's not. I think that you have to look
84
at the fact that
lumber.
I talked about it a minute ago. When you look at some of the actions that we've taken in the past, Mosul being a good example, where we leaned in and started to explain what we're going to do and when we're going to do it. That takes a huge.
Good morning, Fox News.
Not only surprise, but achieving the effect that you're trying to do. So
We're cashing
the world
in.
community, and especially the more that he meets with world leaders, and developing relationships, repairing
Why would this
relationships,
be
and reasserting
the reference
place around the
point?
globe, it should be a reassuring to not just here us
Why
here
is
at home,
Valerie
but around the
working
globe. People are excited that the
here?
president is taking action
Why is
decisively.
Valerie working
You're not
here?
taking options off the table, including
Hi.
military options. Defense officials have
You've got a
for a long
directory.
time that war on the Korean Peninsula will cost
I
thousands of
don't need
lives, it could economically
assistance
devastate
with
South Korea.
this.
Is this to be read then as an acceptance of that risk by the Trump administration?
That's
No,
why we fell at
it's,
Verizon.
again, I
That's
think
why.
the point is that if you get into a series of
Directory
hypotheticals about
assistant.
what you will take in on or off the table, will we do this or not that? At some point, you really start to narrow your
Six
options.
Flags,
I think the
Darien
president,
Lake.
has long held a strategy that doing that begins to give the enemy, the opponent, whatever
Here it
in any
is.
particular case, whoever he's, even if it's just a negotiation.
The park
the
opens
options of
May
knowing where to
6th
go or
with
not to
Chris
go. And so the
Pine
president's been very clear
on
that taking options off
SNL.
the table gives us a stronger hand.
Chris Pine.
I didn't know, because again, you're by what you're trying to
NBC,
do
the
is to
park
get us to take
opens
something
May
off. I think at
6th.
the end of the day, we'll always act in America's best interest to
Darien
ensure that
Lake.
our national interests are protected. And so, if we were to say that we're taking something
The
off the table in
cabanas.
any way, shape, or form,
Oh, the
that would limit what we have to do.
cabanas.
We are going to make sure that we
Let's
do what
make
we
a
have to protect our national
newspaper.
interests. And obviously, with respect to South Korea,
Cabana
we've been very
Reynolds.
clear. The vice president spoke very clearly
The
about the need to
cabana.
strengthen and cement the alliance that we have with South Korea during his
South
visit.
I don't need
Korea.
to belabor the point, but I just want to be clear because I want to flip the coin, right? Which is something you talked to us about. If you're not
Who
taking
wants to rent a
options off the table,
cabana?
flip it then. That can be read as you're accepting the fact
No,
that
I
I'm
think
the mini.
that's a stretch. I think don't. That's the point. I'm not. No,
Who wants to rent a
it's not a
cabana?
question of taking the risk or not taking the risk. Again, you can start to go down a very dangerous path of.
For any
will you
information
use
regarding
this,
different
will you not
cabana
use that?
packages we have
The president's very
available,
clear. And I think
please call
everybody who's
Splashtown
done
Surf
it, I
Shop.
think when you look at the quality of the national security team that's surrounding him, by all accounts, probably the best in our
cabana.
nation's history in terms of all across the board. You know that the president is getting unbelievably
You
sound
know.
strategic advice on how to protect our national interests.
About Uber
Last week, you
taking us
I think it
here.
was when Hallie asked the
An
question. You
Uber
dismissed
took us
North Korea and
here.
said it isn't a threat if you can't go through with it.
Every
So what's
Rosario.
changed? What's our goal in North Korea? What's the strategy and what's your response to the critics
In the
who say
real
that this is
series.
just blue smoke and mirrors to hide some of the problems on the White House staff and some of the failings?
Good Lord, here it is. Oh
social
boy.
I don't think there's anybody in the world who would not believe that North
84
Korea's actions are
lumber.
both provocative and a concern. So the actions that we're taking are extremely
that it was
they're appropriate and justified. What we're
Oh,
doing is
we gotta go,
working with the
guys. This
community.
is a thrill ride. We
And as
gotta
I've
go.
mentioned multiple times today, especially China,
Valerie, explain
which
yourself.
is
That
really
411.
to ensure that our national interests
It's
safety of
red.
the peninsula
Look at the
protected.
color. It's red.
So
Red good.
follow-up there is
Red.
people on the Hill say you're just hiding a domestic issue.
Hello, Red from Sprint. How are you?
I don't-
Yeah,
I've never
Red
heard
and
that. I haven't heard
Ernie.
that criticism. Okay, well,
Red and
travel
Ernie.
in different circles. But I don't think that there's anybody
Who's Ernie?
who honestly believes that after seeing the launches
After
that they're
seeing
taking
who?
and the work that they're undertaking, that any
Who's
attempt
Ernie?
to
We need
protect
to
our
know.
country
We
and
need
our
to know.
national interests is anything other than the right and
Who's
justified thing to do.
Ernie?
Francesca.
And Charles
In an
Jacqueline.
interview, you referred to the missile launch as an unsuccessful
How do you hijack
military
a red
attack. That
person?
contradicts what other White House officials have said.
It was an unsuccessful launch.
Okay, so you just
Thank you guys. We gotta go.
misspoke.
Let you guys figure that out. Who's Ernie?
Evidence that this was some sort of
We gotta go.
It was an unsuccessful missile launch.
Okay, thank you.
Anthony Bourdain, the chef, mates.
Sean,
I don't know what he
the
meant.
strategic, the end of strategic patience, 2 questions in the context.
Vigilante, what did they make? I don't know. They
attempting to
made
expand China's
something.
role in pressuring
We gotta go.